And at that moment, little did we know that would be the last we'd see of the ARC. A fair bit's happened since, but it's only strengthened our passion for the sport and has made us more determined to come back to the forest. The championship might be on hold in 2020, but there's no stopping the Netier National Capital Rally. Its stages have challenged many crews over the decades, but it's the backdrop for the comeback of national-level rallying. In an era featuring world-class machinery up against trusty machinery. And young rising stars looking to take on the established stars. The backdrop? Canberra's Netier National Capital Rally. This is the 2020 RSEA Safety Motorsport Australia Rally Cup.
Welcome to Canberra, home of politics, culture, and the best rally drivers and cars from Australia. Canberra's Forest Plate hosted the first ever RSEA Safety Motorsport Australia Rally Cup, with the one event shootout giving rally crews the chance to put it all on the line for their only national trophy on offer in 2020. With 180 competitive kilometres across 16 stages for the two-day Netier National Capital Rally, more than 50 cars made the entry list on what would prove to be a bruising encounter. 10 stages made up Saturday's opening leg, a total of 128 competitive kilometres, with two passes through Tidbinbilla the longest at just under 20 kilometres and east-west the shortest at 7 k's. First on the road were reigning 2019 champions Harry Bates and John McCarthy, eager to continue on their winning ways in the dominant Toyota Yaris AP4. And the duo picked up exactly where they left off, going on to win the first 4 stages.
Slight right on crest, 80, turn 4 left minus.
It has been a while since your last ARC event, but that seemed like the dream start for you. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it didn't feel like the dream start in the car. It was extremely slippery out there and we were struggling a little bit to get grip on the first couple of stages, but we just attempted to keep it neat and tidy, and I think that's paid off with the stage times.
Molly Taylor and youth co-driver Dale Moscott sat in second. The pair behind the wheel of the Subaru WRX STI doing everything they could to catch Bates and McCarthy.
What were the biggest challenges that you faced over the first 2 stages out there today?
They're really technical stages, so they're always like this. The first pass in Canberra is really tricky, and we made a few changes to the car, which I think were the wrong way. So hopefully we can try and fix that up for the next pass and have a better run.
Toyota Gazoo Racing Australia would have been hoping for a double podium finish at their home event, with Lewis Bates and Anthony McLaughlin keen to challenge their teammates across the weekend. But their hopes were dashed just seconds into the very first stage, this incident ruining any chance of an upset victory.
Sorry.
Not the start you wanted, but is there any coming back from it?
Definitely not the start we wanted. We just came too fast into a right-hander and hit the bank and ended up hitting some trees, which heavily damaged the left side of the car. So the boys have done a great job to repair it, and we're going to be back out there this afternoon for the remaining 6 stages.
With the New South Wales Championship contenders also part of the ARC field this weekend, White Wolf Construction's Tom Clark and Ryan Preston were every chance to claim the state title, but they too saw their chances of any silverware disappear with a crash late in the day's opening stage. As the day progressed, Bates and McCarthy's lead continued to grow, a clean sweep of stage wins seeing them take a handy lead. Further down the field, there were plenty of engaging battles taking place, with some fresh faces doing their best to push some of the more regular entrants. Tony Quinn, an experienced motorsport competitor in his own right, entered the event with the newest car in the field, his yellow Ford Fiesta R5, easy to spot on the forest roads. And despite his lack of gravel experience, Quinn and his co-driver Damien Roach certainly gave it everything.
How did it all go for you?
Well, we're here in one piece-ish. There's a few bits missing, but it's good. The new car, to be running with the good guys, you know, because you wouldn't expect that from an old man.
As the event's opening day came to a close after a chaotic 10 stages, it was Harry Bates and John McCarthy first to return to the service park, their lead a comfortable 2 minutes. In second place were Taylor and Moscott, while surprise packets Clayton Hoy and Aaron Kelly sat in third, just under 20 seconds ahead of Luke Anir and Andy Sarandis in the AGI Sport Ford Fiesta R5. Chris Higgs and Steve Fisher ended up the day in fifth. JJ Hatton and Nathan Long sat sixth in their Hyundai i20, while Andrew Penny and Reece Llewellyn were seventh quickest. Quinn ended League 1 in seventh, while Queenslanders Ryan Williams and Brad Jones also impressed in their Mitsubishi Mirage in ninth and leading the two-wheel drive contenders. Adam Kaplan and Alicia Penny rounded out the top 10 in their familiar Nissan 370Z.
Massive first day of action here at the Netier National Capital Rally. You have clean swept the day. Put it into words for us.
I don't really know how to put it into words right at the moment. I mean, it's been a long time out of the car, as you mentioned, and it's been a really big day, but we're extremely happy with how we performed and everything sort of came together for us today. So looking forward to hopefully going out tomorrow and continuing the rhythm.
Sitting P2 at the moment. Now, you had some issues with the car earlier in the day, but last time we spoke to you, you said that they'd hopefully been ironed out. Was that the case for the next two stages after that?
Yes, so we fixed the broken cross member that we had, and a couple of other issues. It's still, the temperature's been hurting us a bit with the engine temp, just because the ambient temperature's so hot, but thankfully this afternoon the last loop it cooled off a bit, and hopefully we'll have a little bit shorter stages tomorrow, and we'll just have to try and turn the heaters on in the car or something and try and keep the engine cool.
Sitting third after the first day of action here in Canberra. How are you feeling about it?
It's better than we expected for sure. A few people have had problems, so yeah, it's been a very tough day, mainly with the rain and our windscreen fogging up, and there was a stage there I think we came 14th, we just couldn't see a thing.
Stay right on brow, 8 left in, 70, 3 right camber, 3 here camber, 80.
Triangles, left, are they okay? Yep, they're okay. Left 2 plus up.
This event would also play host for the first competitive ARC event on the new Control Hoosier tyres. The new compound receiving plenty of rave reviews in its first outing.
Yeah, they're getting a workout, as you can see. So they seem to be working well. This temperature's pretty tough on any tyre, I think, but they seem to be doing their job.
With crews well rested, a further 6 stages face competitors on Sunday. While only 52 competitive kilometres were scheduled to take place, Day 2 would prove to be a battle of attrition as many of the ARC field struggled to make it through a chaotic day. Lewis Bates and Anthony McLaughlin's luck again run out on the first stage of the day, the pair blowing a turbo in their Yaris AP4 and unable to return to fight for any stage wins. It wasn't long until another team were forced to retire from the event, with Taylor Gill and Peter Harris out of the rally on Sunday's second stage. The young gun misjudged a jump and the duo required medical attention after this heavy landing. Both eventually cleared of any major injuries, the various safety features on modern rallying proving to be a blessing.
So you had a really good Saturday, and then stage 12 today, it kind of unravelled for you. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a really big jump and sort of a lack of experience. Didn't judge how high and how far we'd go, and didn't lift off at all and flew, we reckon, about 35 metres, and really, really hard landing. So unfortunately, that was it.
Bates and McCarthy maintained their healthy lead in the morning's opening stages, but they wouldn't have it all their own way. Molly Taylor and Dale Moscott spoiling the Toyota's clean sweep party with a stage win on the first run of the shortened Hiles block stage. Tony Quinn's day would also end in the morning after damage from an off-road adventure. While Chris Higgs and Steve Fisher continue to post consistent times to stay in the top 5. JJ Hatton and Nathan Long also continued to show promise throughout the morning. While in the two-wheel drive cup, Ryan Williams and Brad Jones led a three-way battle from Trevor Stilling and Nigel Walters in their Nissan Silvia and Kaplan and Penny in the 370Z. Heading into the event's final 3 stages, only mechanical failure or a rally-ending crash could stop the Toyota. But the battles throughout the field were creating plenty of interest. With no real change in the top 5 on Sunday afternoon's first 2 stages, all eyes turned to the ARC's Power Stage, the second run of the 3.66 kilometre special stage. With the top 10 crews running in reverse order on the Power Stage, there was still plenty to play for, including the final podium place well and truly up for grabs. While Taylor and Moscott couldn't repeat their heroics on the second run of the shortened stage, Bates and McCarthy were left to celebrate a resounding victory with the Power Stage win. The short stage proving to be popular with crews in a format that will be repeated in events throughout 2021.
Nice. Good job, mate. Blackcrest finish, slight right to stop. Good job.
It was a dominant performance from Bates and McCarthy, the duo winning 15 of the 16 stages to take home the cup by almost 3 minutes. Taylor and Moscott fought hard all weekend to come home second. Clayton Hoy and Aaron Kelly ultimately prevailing over Luke Kinnear and Andy Saranis by the narrowest of margins, just 1.3 seconds. Hoy and Kelly's strong showing also securing a win in the Hoosier Challenge class and a free entry into an ARC event of their choosing next year. The two-wheel drive cup also going down to the wire, ultimately costing Queensland young guns William and Jones the prize. The pair pipped by Stilling and Walters by 6 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. We've fought the car all weekend. We've had overheating issues from the first 2 stages on Saturday. Temperatures of 124, 135 in the car. And yeah, we had a bit of a dig and it came to us. We sort of benefited from the guys from Queensland who got 2 flat tyres in a stage, and Adam Kaplan unfortunately stuck it off in the last stage, which to our benefit, but if you take a risk, it happens.
With the event coming to a close, the return of national level rallying was certainly a weekend of mixed fortunes, but plenty of smiles.
Harry, you have been completely dominant this weekend. That must be such a fantastic way to come back to national level rallying.
Yeah, it absolutely was, and it was an incredible weekend for us. It was not quite perfect. We didn't get everything our own way, but all in all, everything was very good, and we're stoked with our performance.
So Molly, P2 to wrap up the weekend. That must be a really good way to get back into national level rallying with the ARC.
Yeah, I mean, we're happy to be on the podium. We knew it was going to be a tough job to be any higher than P2, but we gave it a crack, and here at the end, and had an awesome 2 days of rallying.
And with 2020's only event run and won, it's Canberra that will begin a huge rally season in 2021 as part of the 6-round championship campaign. The Netier National Capital Rally plays host to the RSEA Safety Motorsport Australia Rally Championship season opener in March, with crews eager to return to the tight and technical roads of Canberra. With new cars, new competitors, and everything to play for, it promises to be one of the best championships in recent memory, and we can't wait to get it all started.